Kevin gets the news on a Friday afternoon. Not fired, not reassigned, just informed quietly in a short hallway conversation that the senior manager position went to someone else. Not to Marcus from the finance side, who leaves at 4:45 every day and has not hit a deadline in 6 months. To Derek. Derek, who joined 8 months ago. Derek, who still asks Kevin how to format expense reports. Derek, who is now standing in Kevin's office 2 weeks later with a new title in his email signature. Kevin sits back and does the math. 4 years. Every late project rescued. Every system built from scratch. Every gap filled that no one else would fill. And Derek has his promotion. If you have ever done exactly what they asked and gotten buried in more of it, if you have been the person everyone calls when something breaks, but never the person they call when something opens up, if your performance review says exceptional, but your title has not changed in 2 years, then what happened to Kevin is not a coincidence. It is a system, and it has been running the whole time. If this is already clicking, subscribe before we go further. This channel breaks down how corporate systems actually operate. Not what they hand you in onboarding, what actually happens inside the building. Here is what most people assume. Work hard, prove your value, get rewarded. That is the visible logic. It is also the trap. Here is what is happening at the organizational level. When you become the most reliable person on a team, you become a dependency. Your manager builds workflows around you. Her quarterly numbers depend on you. Her reputation inside leadership depends on you staying exactly where you are. Promoting you does not reward her. It disrupts her. She has to rebuild the system you became, train a replacement, absorb the transition risk while still hitting her targets. From her vantage point, and this is what most employees never stop to consider, keeping you in place is the rational move. Not because you are not good enough, because you are too good to move. You did not fail the system. The system worked exactly as designed. This dynamic has a name. Organizational behaviorists call it the Indispensability Trap. The more irreplaceable you become in a role, the more costly your departure becomes for the person directly above you. So instead of promoting you, they reward you with more of the same. More responsibility, more complexity, more ownership, zero title change. The weak version of this thinking sounds like, I just need to keep working hard, and eventually they will notice. The power-building version sounds like, I need to become easy to replace at this level, and irreplaceable at the level above it. Those are not the same strategy. Most people spend years confusing the two. Kevin was exceptional at his current role. He solved every problem that came to him. He was, by every operational measure, the most competent person on his floor, and that is exactly why he stayed there. Here is the part they will never say in your performance review. Every manager runs an invisible calculation before any promotion conversation happens. It is called replacement risk pricing. Before leadership approves a move, one question gets asked, who fills the gap? If the answer is easy, if you have trained a backup, built documentation, made your role transferable, the promotion case is low risk. Your manager can advocate for you without creating a problem for herself. If the answer is nobody knows what Kevin does as well as Kevin does, the promotion conversation becomes a liability. She does not just lose an employee, she loses a system. Here is the part that stings. Most high performers build their value by hoarding complexity. Every problem only they can solve, every process only they fully understand. It feels like leverage. It is actually a cage. The people who advance are not the most complex. They are the most transferable. Let that land for a second. You may have spent years building the exact kind of value that was never going to get you promoted. That is not a personal failure. It is a calibration problem. And calibration problems can be fixed. There is a third mechanism working against Kevin. This one is the subtlest of all. It is called the upward signal problem. Leadership does not see what you do every day. They see what gets reported up the chain. They see patterns, outputs, narratives. Not hours, not effort, not the fires you quietly killed before anyone noticed. Your manager controls your narrative to leadership. And if your manager needs you where you are, her narrative about you is going to reflect that need. Not maliciously, not consciously, just organizationally. Kevin is invaluable to this team. Sounds like a compliment. In a promotion discussion, it functions like a lock. Kevin is ready for the next level. Sounds like an endorsement. But it only gets said by a manager who has already solved the replacement problem. The people who advance are not always the best operators. They are the people whose managers have built the next level case with confidence. Most employees wait for their manager to become their advocate. The ones who move build the case themselves. So what did Kevin actually do differently? 3 moves, all of them actionable starting Monday. Move 1. Systematize your replacement. Document everything you own. Build the handoff before anyone asks for it. Make your role transferable. The moment you are easy to replace in this seat, you become easy to promote to the next one. Move 2. Build direct visibility above your manager. Not over her head, not politically, strategically. Volunteer for cross-functional projects. Present in skip-level meetings. Build one genuine relationship one layer up. Your manager cannot suppress a narrative that leadership already knows firsthand. Move 3. Name your next level explicitly. Stop waiting for the conversation to come to you. Start it. Walk into your next one-on-one with a specific ask. I want to understand the criteria for senior manager. I want to map the next 12 months against that target. You are not demanding anything. You are making the case visible and measurable. Kevin requested a lateral transfer 6 months later. Not a promotion, a sideways move into a team where his skills were needed but had not yet become a dependency. He spent his first 90 days making himself easy to replace. Built the documentation, trained a backup, eliminated every single point of failure attached to his name. Then he asked for the senior manager conversation. This time, his manager had a clean answer ready for leadership. Kevin got the promotion 11 months after Derek did. He was not more talented than he had been 4 years before. He just finally understood the system he was operating inside. Being indispensable in the wrong place is not an asset. It is an anchor. Know the difference between being valued and being trapped by your own value. Subscribe. New video drops this week on the next corporate system most employees never see until it is too late. And drop a comment below. Were you ever Kevin? Tell me what happened.